everyone, welcome back. I'm Carson and this is Serene Farms. Alright, so it's just about 5 o'clock here. I'm just doing some little miscellaneous stuff here at home. One of those things is filling our corn burner for the shop. So let's go and do that. So here's the little shed it's in. Here's our shop that it heats. Alright, let's go fill it. Alright, so we open up here. Here's where we put the corn in. We just got a bunch of totes in here. These are all full of corn. So take out of here. Take out here, get a full pail, and dump it in there. Okay, so also if anyone's wondering what the little brown pieces are in here, so those are actually just wood pellets. So we mix the little wood pellets with all the corn. I think it just helps to keep a nicer burn. So yeah, that's what we do. Don't put a lot in. We put about a half a scoop to every 2 pails-ish. So here's the inside. Not sure if you guys can see in there, but so yeah, right now it's a little bit gunked up, so I'll just go ahead and clean that too. And then we usually scoop it out and just put it in there and then go dump that somewhere. So here's the shop that the wood burner heats. We actually ran in-floor heat in here, so that's what it heats. Yeah, so it stays really nice and warm in here. This is a 60 by 80 shop, so I would say it's pretty large. So it's really nice and warm. Alright, so if you guys watched the last video, I showed that the manure spreader here was leaking. We actually had blown a hose. So the other day when I was at school, my dad and grandpa got these hoses taken off here. They actually took both of them off. The other one was fine, but it just didn't look very good and probably was gonna blow. So they took them both off, and we found that it was actually had been rubbing on here. So if you guys can see, this is the end gate for the spreader, so that opens up so the manure can go out the back into the beaters. So here's the cylinder that opens it. There's one on each side, so there's another one over there. Yeah, so there's 4 hoses, and they're pretty long hoses. They actually run all the way down the spreader, and then they come in here and tee in, and then these run to the remotes on the tractor. So actually, what we're gonna do, so we already got these 2 off, but what we're gonna do is actually take all 4 of them off and just go ahead and replace them. They haven't got these off yet, but I think that's what we're gonna do, just because you can already see this one's getting kind of beat up already too, and it has been rubbing a little bit on here. If you guys can see, that's right there. See right there, it actually rubs right on here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna replace these hoses. Yeah, so like I said, there's 4 of them. Lifts the end gate up. And then, so they had grommets right here, and those were all super worn out. So we just cut a chunk of hose out and put it there. I hope that works. But yeah, looking good. There's our combine in here. We have a John Deere S670. We actually just got a new corn head this year, so that's sitting in here. Just ready to get cleaned up. So right here, this is the back of the shop. We got our big doors here, one here and one on the other side of the combine. So we have a loft up here and then workbench and stuff underneath. This is a new shop, so we haven't got everything quite moved in yet, so it is kind of a mess. And then we have our stairs up to the loft, and then right there in that room is supposed to be, it's gonna be like a kind of like a parts room. So the parts room / storage room, and so the flooring, it's not finished flooring, it's just OSB sheeting. We decided to paint it just to hopefully kind of protect it a little bit. I think we'll probably need a second coat, but that's just another thing I was working on today in our shop. Yeah, so yep, here's the loft. If you guys are wondering what this is a mechanism my grandpa built. So what it is, it's just an arm that can swing out. And that will hook onto the bottom of the stairs there. And so the stairs are hinged so that we will be able to just lift the stairs up, and then we can get under them and work and have more room. So I really like that idea, but yet again, that's not finished yet. So I'll probably update you guys with that when it's done, but who knows when we'll get to that. We got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, here's the view from up on the loft. So we got door here. This is facing to the west. And then a door over there that's facing to the south. That's a 30-foot door there. And then the other one is a 16-foot door right here. So here's our drain. So basically, if you guys can see those little hooks up there that run all the way down. So we're gonna put a curtain up. So the curtain will make it to drop down here, right about here. And then we can have this area right here as basically kind of a wash bay, but then for washing trucks and getting salt and stuff off trucks. But then also the curtain will be able to raise back up and we'll have a full shop again. So that's another thing that is not quite done. But yet again, we've been in this shop for only a year now. So we're still getting things kind of worked out. It's a mess in here, but yeah. Yeah, so this is our T6 175. We put a lot of hours on this tractor between running augers, running the roller in the spring, running the manure spreader, and different farm applications. So I really like this tractor. It's a good little tractor. Gets used a lot, so yeah. Here's our combine, like I said before. This is a S670. I really like this combine too. This is actually the only John Deere piece of equipment we have. We really like our New Hollands and we like our Versatiles too. We have 2 Versatiles and 2 New Holland tractors. I really like them both. They're good tractors. Yeah. All right, so this is from the west door entrance. So if you take a left when you walk in, here's the office. So sink, cabinet space. Haven't got the backsplash done yet. Don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet, but yeah. Gonna have to put a table in here or something. But yeah, so this is what the office looks like. We don't spend a lot of time in here, but it is nice if you need to wash your hands or eat a quick snack when you're working in the shop. All right, so leaving the office, taking another left, we have under the stairs, like I showed earlier, we have just a sink, a plain sink. This is so if you're working on equipment, your hands are getting dirty or you need to wash something off real quick, you go here. That way you're not tracking stuff into the office here. Try and keep this area a little bit nice, touching door handles, getting them all dirty. So that's what we try and use that for. And this is also to wash your hands after you use the bathroom. All right, and then the bathroom. That's the next thing. So the bathroom is right here. I know it doesn't really look like a bathroom, but you got your toilet and stuff there. This here is all the in-floor heating stuff. I can't tell you a whole lot about it. We'll maybe do that on another video. But yeah, so this is where all our in-floor heating stuff is housed. And there you can see That's where it runs in through to the concrete, and that spreads about the shop. Yeah, this also houses our air compressor. We put this in here. We just put it in here just to keep a little noise down. So that's really nice when it kicks on during when you're working. You don't have to listen to that for 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah. All right, so coming out of the bathroom, this is under the loft right here. So stairs under the loft. And so, yes, this is a huge mess. I know. I try and keep things organized here, but it's really hard. We've been just trying to move tools and stuff in. So we haven't gotten a lot of time to organize, but yes, we will get organized. So, yeah, so here's a workbench my grandpa built just recently. It's got this it's electrical cabinet. But yeah, house different stuff in here. It's really nice. Shelves. It's a pretty big area. And then next to it is just a cheaper toolbox, just to have some more tools. And then we're hoping we like on wheels. We're thinking just so then we can bring all the tools right to the work area. Obviously, we haven't got that far yet, but it will be nice, I think, to have just this as a work area, a clean work area. We can roll this right over. Say I'm working on the manure spreader, I can just roll that right over there, and I have all my tools. I don't gotta make 7 trips across the shop to get tools. So I like that. Just our radial arm saw here, piled with a bunch of stuff again. Current air compressor, just a little one, like a garage one, just because we haven't got actually any air lines hooked up for that yet. Another thing that hasn't quite got done yet, but yeah. So, yep. This is our welding table here. Huge mess, but we are working on a little bit. So here is for the air compressor, air line stuff. So these will mount up on the wall, and then you'll have your 1/2 inch and I think this is 3/4 or 3/8. So you'll have that. Yep, huge mess. But yeah, let's see. What else? Here's our miter saw. Just a cheap miter saw we bought for building this because we actually did everything interior-wise except the plumbing. But everything else interior-wise we did. So tin, insulation. We had someone come up and they put the shell of the building up, but then we did everything from then on. So yeah, so we bought that. That's really nice to have. You can make really precise cuts on it. Here's our welder for the shop. So we have this welder. It's an older Miller welder, but I really like it. It works really nice. I love to do some welding. So this is the south door, south facing. Pressure washer over there. So if you go out here, yeah, so we have a nice big pad out here. So we're hoping to be able to back a truck down here, and don't mind that pickup, and then pull it right in the door. Like I said, wash bay to wash all the salt and grime off if we're hauling in the winter. But yeah, so it's tapered here on the edge. Yeah, it kind of falls off here, so we've been working on hauling some dirt. We have an old scraper, so we've been working on hauling a little bit of dirt in here. That's our just a pad, a clay pad. It's nice to just store some other things. So that right there has corn in it for the corn burner. That's just our trailer right there. That's our other trailer, old truck. All right, so it's 6:15 now. We've been working on the spreader for a while here now. We got the hoses put on the one side here. So we got the hoses put on the one side here. As you can see, they run down. But then, they run here, and like it showed before, they tee in right here where the hose is to go to the tractor. Well, they just happen to be about 2 inches in different size. So the one works, but the one is just too short. So, but we got them both ran. I guess we'll have to just get some new, or not some new, but we'll have to just get some short little chunks that go into the, just to lengthen it out a little bit. And then on this side, we got this one ran all the way down, and then we got this one ran too. But when we were taking the old hose off of this fitting down here, it came off really hard. We realized the threads on this were really beat up. And that must have came like that from factory then, because we have never replaced these hoses or anything. So we would have never taken this apart. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, so that just screws in there like that. Screws in there like that, and then the hose mounts onto this piece here. So, I'm gonna have to get a new one of those. I hope they have that. But yeah, I just find it weird because it never leaked or anything. So, I don't know. I hope they have one of those. And then, yeah, it's just kind of frustrating that they just didn't make those hoses quite long enough. It was the same deal over here, just a smidgen too short. So, I hope we can finish that project up tomorrow because I really want this out of here. It stinks in here, so yeah. Then there's clamps all the way down the side that run on the inside to hold them hoses up, so yeah. And then, so like I said before, it was rubbing on here. We tipped these 45s in a little bit so that would not rub. So I hope we don't have that problem again. Got our little drip pan there, but yeah. That's probably all I'm gonna get to tonight. Don't got anything more tonight. Probably gonna go in and eat some supper. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching.